By the way, John, you were right about one thing, and you're wrong about something.
Okay,
Mace.
good.
The college football playoff.
Yes.
John is right. You want to schedule harder because a two-team loss absolutely missed the playoff this year was Miami because their schedule was not as good.
But I don't consider Miami to be. I know you work a lot of ACC, but I don't put ACC on the same level.
Miami had the number one pick in the draft, and the best offense in the country.
I still don't put them on the same level.
They had the best offense in the country,
top to bottom.
Get him, George.
Top to bottom as a conference.
I get that, but the tiebreaker.
There is more depth.
Alabama lost. Didn't make the playoff either.
There is, but they had three more.
Okay, but they lost to Vandy, and it's who you lose to. You don't think USC could win 10 games?
They can. We went through the schedule. The schedule is not awful.
Do it again. Do the schedule.
Go through the schedule.
But John is right. The tiebreaker is absolutely strength of schedule. There's no question about it. No question about it.
Why do you have to get all this going so early?
I know, right?
It was all worked out.
George is all fired up.
Go ahead, give me USC schedule. Did you pull it up?
Oh, USC schedule, yes.
They're going to beat Georgia Southern, Clay Helton, and Southeast Missouri State, whatever the hell they're
Georgia
playing.
Southern.
Yeah,
How was Georgia Southern last year? Were they pretty good?
They made a bowl game.
Oh, yeah.
Don't downgrade them.
At Purdue.
They stink. Purdue
Winnable.
stinks. Yeah. That's three.
Home Michigan State.
That's not a given.
No, not a given.
But they should win.
At Illinois.
That's a loss.
Wait, really?
You think so?
That's a loss.
You pronounce the Z
I
at the
pronounce
end?
the S.
Illinois will
Not
be
a Z.
this. Illinois will be this year's Indiana.
Okay.
Mark it down.
Okay, we'll put that as a loss.
Yeah.
At Michigan, I'm putting that as
That's
a
a loss.
At Notre Dame, I'm putting
That's
that
a
as a
loss.
loss. There's your three. You're out.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to win 10.
Right. No, but the point is the Notre Dame thing. Then they got Northwestern, Iowa, UCLA.
They're not going to beat Iowa either.
They're not going to beat UCLA.
I think they'll beat UCLA.
I don't.
That's not a given either.
That's none of them. Wait a minute. None of them are givens. But I have not seen the team play.
So then why are you
yet.
taking Notre Dame out? By the way, if you win those toss-up games that we talked about,
this is why we don't talk a lot of sports.
And then you beat
Everybody
Notre
gets
Dame,
upset.
and then you beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Really upset.
Even if you lose
Seriously.
you two shut up for a second. Even if you lose a close one, let's say you win those toss-ups and you're like at 9,
right?
But you lose like by a field goal to Notre Dame.
Right.
The committee will be like,
how many
you know
losses do I have?
You only have 3, but you lost. But here's the thing.
I don't think I'm making it with 3.
If you lose 3 close ones, that's the subjectivity of having a committee.
Right, but I don't think anybody made it with 3, or did they?
But they can, and you never know.
Oh, it's possible. Alabama, I assume,
they were
was
close.
Yeah, they were close.
They were right there.
Right.
Them and Miami were the next 2.
But you would disagree with the fact that, generally speaking, if you lose 2 games, you're in, and if you lose 3 games, you're out.
I think every year is going to be different based on what people's schedules are.
So, but in the first year of this,
but that's a small sample size.
Okay,
Mace. 1 year.
Go back to the previous years when it was a shorter playoff.
It was only 4 teams.
4 teams,
right?
And 2 losses.
You were out.
You got a chance.
No, 2 losses. You were out in a 14.
In this case, 2 losses. You've got a chance. You likely in the playoff.
You have a chance.
So why add a third tough game?
Why add a third tough game? Because what if there's a year that the Big Ten and the SEC are kicking each other's asses and there's a bunch of 2 and 3 loss teams? Because then it comes down to what is your schedule?
It's possible.
And that's going to happen because it's going to be there's only going to be more and more parity at the top.
I am in favor of dropping Notre Dame from the schedule.
That's a terrible idea.
It is. Believe me.
John is 1,000% right.
All of my USC friends
10,000% right.
hate this idea. People at USC hate this idea, except for maybe
John.
Lincoln
You
Riley.
should want them to listen to Mace because I think UCLA is only going to get better.
I agree.
If they drop
I think
tough
Emileva
games,
is going to be a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, I think dropping Notre Dame would be ridiculous.
Yeah.